Slasher films are steeped in exploitation. They revel in violence and are more than happy to give the audience an opportunity to leer at some beautiful naked women right up until they die bloody deaths. Super fun! And even within these already sleazy confines, some films manage to distill that experience down to its purest, most exploitive form. Pieces is one of those films. If you're looking for great acting, believable dialogue, or even a story that makes sense, don't come here. But if you just want to watch beautiful naked women get cut in half by a chainsaw, yeah, you can come to Pieces. Welcome to Exploitation Reviews, and me, Rob. Today I'm taking a look at the infamous Pieces from 1982. We open on a small boy playing with one of my favorite childhood toys, a puzzle of a nude pinup model. Unfortunately, his mom isn't nearly as cool as my mom was, and when she sees this puzzle, she freaks out. She abuses the boy physically and verbally, tells him to get a plastic bag because she's gonna burn all this stuff to the ground. Well, maybe I'm being too harsh. By the standards of 1942, this was probably considered to be excellent parenting. But no good deed goes unpunished. Bye, Mom! The boy successfully plays off the murder to the cops, and then it's 40 years later and we're on a college campus. The perfect place to carve up a few co-eds. Hey, look, there's one of them now. Assuming the campus killer is that boy from before, be on the lookout for a 50-year-old man. Why did the killer wait 40 years to start killing again? No idea. But according to IMDb, the original idea was the killer sees this girl crash into some glass. This reminds him of when he was a boy and his mom broke a mirror, and this starts off the whole story. Why didn't the movie make this more clear? No idea. But if I had to guess, it would be that the filmmaker simply didn't know how to show the killer watching this glass-breaking scene without revealing who that killer was. They weren't exactly competent. But regardless, there's a dead girl on campus with a missing head, so let's bring in the police. The dean asks one of the professors to give the police a tour around campus, and we have our first red herring. Could the killer be the anatomy professor? Or maybe it's this creepy gardener. I'm sure it's one of the two, right? Right? Next we meet Kendall. He's the campus's Don Juan, and a girl invites him to the pool because she wants to do it underwater. But before Kendall can get there, that girl is killed. A bug net? Oh no! Escaping these is impossible unless you go underwater and swim away. Hey, could you wait right there? I need to switch out this bug net for a chainsaw. Okay, so she's dead, and you might be wondering, why did it take Kendall so long to get there? No idea. But if I had to guess, I would say he was experienced enough to know that underwater sex sucks. Actually, a few scenes later, we find out why he didn't make it. Apparently, he got distracted on the way there by another girl who wanted to have sex. Anyway, the creepy gardener shows up to the murder site, and something is afoot. Maybe it's that pile of feet. Okay, but now that there have been 2 murders on campus, the police want to ramp up their investigation by introducing a few undercover operatives. But before that, they want Kendall to help a psychiatrist build a psychological profile of the killer.
But I don't know the killer. Or do I?
Exactly. You may, but without being aware of it.
Yeah. What? So if this seems like the stupidest idea ever, don't worry, we will never see that psychiatrist again, and his psychological profile will play 0 role in the film. That's some good writing right there. But while at the police station, Kendall does meet the police's undercover investigator. She's a professional tennis player who moonlights as a detective, and she'll be joining the campus staff as a tennis instructor. So now we actually have the stupidest idea ever. Can we get back to the killing, please? What are you hiding behind your back?
What are you doing?
A chainsaw? You tricked me. Okay, so now that's 3 dead girls. There will be more, but that's enough out of me as far as plot goes. Let's talk some highlights. Okay, so the only thing that's legitimately good about this movie is the kills. They are everything you might want from kills in a slasher film. Many of the victims run around naked for a while before they are chopped into pieces. It's fast, it's bloody, it starts off a little sexy. Yeah, they're slasher kills. Perfect slasher kills. And the gore effects are pretty good. More than pretty good, actually, especially the aftermath scenes. Those are just bloody awesomeness. I probably won't get away with showing too much of it here on YouTube, but trust me, wow. One thing this movie really does earn is its title. Beyond that, the movie is just goofy and fun, and when we're not watching naked women getting chopped up, we can listen to some pretty entertaining dialogue.
What's going on?
Don't tell me I'm the bearer of bad news. I could kill myself.
No, it's all right.
Good, I'm too young to die.
Sure, a lot of the goofiness comes from how stupid the script is, but that doesn't mean it's not still goofy fun. Hell, sometimes the movie is so random and weird you just have to laugh.
Oh, hey, it's my Kung Fu professor. What's the story, Chow?
Oh, I am out jogging, and next thing I know, I am on ground. Something I eat. Bad chop suey. So long.
Take it easy.
But the movie's not perfect. Like a co-ed getting some Kendall time, it has some shortcomings. Well, actually, I don't want to dwell on this film's shortcomings. I want to keep the review shorter than the movie itself. I mean, I could talk about the bad acting.
While we were out here fumbling with that music, the lousy bastard was in there killing her! Bastard! Bastard! Bastard!
I could talk about the stupid script.
Don't touch it, Professor. You could have destroyed some evidence.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Well, I'm not a pathologist, but even a layman could see it was done with this. I'd say it's elementary.
Okay, thanks.
I mean, and really overall, the story just makes almost no sense, but I still like it. Like I said at the top of the review, this is just a pure exploitation slasher. It gives the audience everything that they want, nudity and violence, and when they're not watching nudity and violence, they're pleasantly entertained by goofy nonsense. It's kind of hard to explain its appeal, actually. Maybe an analogy. So, if Hitchcock's Psycho is the Beatles of slashers, you know, technically proficient, trend-setting brilliance, then Pieces is the Sex Pistols. It's fast, it's loud, it's crass, the people responsible for it barely know what they're doing, and yet, it might be the coolest thing ever.